Captain on the bridge.
Alright, Captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, Captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. It'll help this video, it'll help the overall channel out, and of course, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded Captains to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. Yes, Captain's ECs are going to be dropped, and of course at the end we will give our conclusion. So first up here, Star Trek Online will have extended maintenance on all platforms. Of course, as the drop of this video, this is already done, and we'll just head straight here to the patch notes. So this is for October 1. So PC General added the following badges to the male version of the Odyssey tactical vest. They got Com Badge, Command Insignia, Science Insignia, and Operations Insignia. Fixed the collision capsule on the Breen Yathot Dreadnought carrier being too big for the ship. Yes, I can totally agree with that. That was massive. And shout out to Sora, one of our supporters here on the channel. When they bought the ship, definitely we couldn't even get beside them for a selfie. We had to like maneuver ourselves as close as possible. Even then, the hitbox was just way too big, so glad they changed that. I'd be interested to see how small it is now. Next, fix an issue with a cutscene in Scylla and Charbis? Sure, whatever. Didn't even know that was an issue. Fix the bug that was causing the cutscene at the end of Sphere of Influence to sometimes play twice. Wow, that's a episode we still use to this day to transwarp to new Romulus for free. Right? Yes. Right? Yes. Fix an issue with Sanctuary Cerveti animation stuttering while following players. Or stuttering, I should say. Fix an edge case found during the Grindat Bex fight in Axiom, which could cause certain enemies to fail to respawn properly. The shared cooldown between multiple copies of Beam subsystem targeting abilities has been reduced from 30 seconds to 15 seconds. Interesting. No one I know uses that. I would love to, as a sort of meme build. I don't know, maybe something we can still do, because this definitely feels very Star Trek to me. And there's a game, and Captains, you know that we've mentioned it many times, Star Trek Starfleet Command, beam subsystem targeting was a thing, or subsystem targeting in general was a thing. You can shut down an enemy NPC literally by just targeting their warp core. It was the most funnest thing I would do for hours, just to like create skirmishes. And then all I would have to do, literally, aim for the warp core, 5 minutes, boom, they're just dead in the water. And it's just literally watching them sit there and try to plant mines to try to get us, but that was it. So I wish it could be more things here in Stowe. I don't think this is going to be anything but just for fun, which is sometimes the name of the game anyways. So the shared cooldown between multiple copies of Beam Fire at Will abilities has been reduced from 20 seconds to 15 seconds. Interesting. Okay. Well, we all know that the Breen Yathot had the Thaw Extender trait come into Stowe. Don't agree with how it came into Stowe, but now you have this going on for you. I don't really use it as much, to be honest, other than, well, okay, I say use it as much. I do use it with my torpedo boats because of ETM, but it's not my primary firing. In terms of tanking, of course, but really, I like it when I can go the way of the console of the XL2, the Beam Fire at Will Symphony, one of the best things. So, but hey, this could be a good thing. I will let the experts in Stowe tell you if this is a good thing or not. It sounds good, but there you go. Fixed a visual glitch on the arc welder's primary fire, where it appeared to be affecting enemies farther away from you than your primary target. Fixed a game-wide typo found in multiple places incorrectly referring to trifluoride as trifluoride. Am I reading this wrong? Oh, yes, there's the actual O and U. Okay, sure, it just got reversed. Sir, there you go. Fix a bug that was preventing the Miracle Worker ground ability overload power cells. I didn't even know that was a thing. From granting benefits to weapons that deal radiation or fire damage. You can tell, Caps, the ground game in Stowe is not our main thing. Next, best laid plans, and it looks like this is just for the PC bridge anyways. Fix multiple issues on the Harmony where Hugh and your other allies could sometimes fall below the floor or get stuck on the wrong side of force fields, preventing progress. Now, I'm super happy that we didn't run into any issues when we recorded this for you Caps here on the YouTube channel. Man, it was a long episode. It was like an hour and like 22 minutes, I think. So I did hear some captains have trouble progressing, so good thing that they're fixing this. Fix an issue on the Bordeaux, where using certain abilities could bypass collisions, killing the first enemy group before they were accessible and leaving players stuck. Sure. Never happened to us, really, to be honest. Fixed an issue on the Lisette to prevent Cations from getting stuck if they jumped over a certain grading. Slightly improved maneuverability while in the EV suit segment aboard the Lisette. I've never had problems with it, to be honest. Lastly here, shattered piece for the TFO. Reduce the frequency of Ticket taunts during the Herald activity. Added VFX to this interact of closing the Herald portals. Added fail-safe states to help ensure the Herald activity does not stall out due to edge case scenarios encountered during the defeat stragglers step. The Target Me VFX will clean up more quickly and reliably when a Herald cruiser reaches the planet. Added additional failsafes to the blue-on-blue objective and the fight against the Kittimer Strike Force to ensure they do not lock up. During the final fight, the Rex will no longer go invisible during the Wingman strafing runs mechanic. So a lot of fixes here. That is absolutely insane. Now, I'm guessing the big deal here is going to be the beam fire at will. But again, we will let experts like our good friend Casual SAB, shout out to you, sir, to tell me, this Cap Boomer, if that's a good thing or not. But we all know beam overload is, and he knows 100% that beam overload is best beam power. So there's that. Now, actually, there is one more thing. Now, huge shout out to my Cap there in the Discord, Olkin, who put this here, and also Sora, who kind of reminded me that this was put in the Discord. So this is from Counselor Sun, and this is not in the patch notes, as you can see here, Caps. So we're going to go to that image again. So, hey there, I haven't managed to update in the thread, but the update is coming with the patch tomorrow. I received the list just now. I am not sure how fully confirmed it is. So, just got the confirmation. These ships are going to be added to the Cstore. Well, which ships are ships are these? Well, you can see there the Terran Eagle, Pilot Raider, the Terran Hydra, the Monitor, the Sirius, the Atlantis, the Chekhov, the Princeton, Awani. What are these ships from? Well, and shout out to Waldo as well, one of our Caps there, Waldo, for confirming that the now T6 ship coupons can now work on the 13th and 14th anniversary ships. So here is the 13th anniversary ships. Now, I still think that this is a great bundle. Having said that, I only picked 3 because I probably will still pick the 4th one. I just haven't feel the need to yet. But I did grab the Hydra, the Monitor. This actually got me into carriers because it's a Nebula and it looked actually really cool. And of course the Terran Eagle, which was one of my highest performing torpedo boats, and it really still was one of my favorite torque boats in game. But I did not yet get the Sirius here, which is just the Gal X, and or this Cross Field. Now, again, these ships are now available in the Cstore, so that is absolutely awesome. Along with that is the 14th anniversary bundle, which is this. You have the Atlantis, the Awani, the Chekhov, the Princeton, and the New Orleans variant, I believe that was, right? Well, that was actually just an extra ship. And then the Mandukar, I don't think that's going to be included, to be honest. So that's the exclusive ship, along with, forgot the Crossfield. So Crossfield and the Mandukar are not going to be in the Cstore ship, or the Cstore, but these ships. Now, from this bundle, I only grabbed 2 ships. That is the Atlantis and the Awani. Highly, highly recommended for both these 2 ships. The Atlantis, as of the drop of this video, is one of my highest performing cannon scatter volley builds. Shout out to my good friend Nick_NB, who helped me build that ship. It is a beast. That thing can, I think it hit like 2 mil or something on a supported run. Keyword supported run. All I did was go to 5 positions, press spacebar, and I had my fellow captains just pushing spacebar as well. Okay? Even then, without support, this thing is a beast. Now, the Awani, very, very special ship. It actually, again, shout out to Nick NB, built me a support ship in those types of situations with this ship. Of course, it's the Constellation skin as well. But it does also have the console, the fleet network power array thingy. That thing increases your weapon haste and your stats for your pets. It's a great, great console. So either of these ships, if you like them, they're available. Okay, Caps. Other than, and not included, of course, is just the actual ships that are exclusive to the bundle. So that is absolutely wonderful news that they have unlocked that. So obviously the thumbnail is going to be directed to those, saying that these are big W's added to the Cstore, and there you go. So again, shout out to Olkin, to Waldo for again confirming that these are now actually now unlocked in the Cstore. So there is that for the patch notes. And lastly here, so participate in the Voth Invictus event on the console bridge, so Xbox and PlayStation. Earn the Voth Stronghold Miracle Worker Dreadnought Cruiser and make progress in the 2025 event campaign. One of the wickedest wallpapers. I love that. So we've already gone through this on the channel, so we will definitely just link that in the description or at the end card. But we have been messing with the Stronghold, and it's been fun. It is a fun ship to fly, and it's free. Really can't beat free, to be honest. And we actually made a somewhat support tank from it because of the console, and to see how it actually did with anti-proton cannons, and it performed absolutely amazing, to be honest with you, Cap. So for a free ship, it's great. Do not miss out on it. Now, again, to participate in this, you get to either do Storming the Spire, the Breach, or the Voth Battle Zone. Now, I'm going to stand corrected. The fastest way to progress to the Voth Battle Zone here is not the artillery, but it's the transporter. If you can get and secure that, it's the quickest way. Literally 2 minutes, if that. Now, and maybe even a minute. Now, having said that, a little tip here: if you find a map that is all full and it's all blue, try changing instances to a lesser populated or non-populated map. It does happen, so that should help you, Caps, in getting this done. This is a very, very quick, and really, regardless, daily, if you just do the Voth Battle Zone. You just have to do one transporter site or one of the other sites there. I personally do the artillery. And even if you get into a zone late, you do something in that zone and it clears, you might get lucky and get your daily done in like 3 seconds, 10 seconds, just because you passed through the zone and shot something. It does actually happen. So again, you just have to get 14 days worth of progress to get that free ship, the Voth Stronghold Miracle Worker, which is a hilarious ship, to be honest. And again, here we flew that ship here, as you can see live on stream. There's tries cannons, and of course the initial when it joined the fleet. So very, very fun ship, and again, it's free. You cannot beat free. So that is the latest from the X-Fleet captains. Do us a favor, hit the like button, comment below, let us know your thoughts on the unlocking of the 13th and 14th anniversary bundles, and if you actually got a ship and which ones. I would like to know. And of course, if you're new here, again, consider subscribing to the YouTube bridge, and we'll leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.